Today our topic is protozoa. It's a very diverse group of organisms which consists more than 80,000 of organisms. All of them are unicellular and they possess membrane-bound organelles. Now, as they have the features like animal, the features are they can possess the heterotrophic nutrition, they can locomote. So they were treated as the single phyla, that is phylum Protozoa, and it was categorized within the kingdom Animalia. Nowadays they are categorized within the kingdom Protista together with most of the algal phyla. Now, what is the definition of protozoa? Protozoa can be defined as the microscopic and acellular organism. Microscopic means the animals which can be seen under microscope only. And acellular organism, an organism which has no metabolism, homeostasis and reproduction capability outside a living cell is called as acellular organism. They are actually in between the living and non-living things. When inside a living cell, they use host machinery for reproduction, or they become alive but not in outside, like the viruses. Now, they don't have the tissues or they don't have the organs. They can have one or more nuclei. They may be present in single or they may be present in colony. মানে ওরা একাও থাকতে পারে আবার কলোনি ফর্ম করে একসাথে অনেকজন মিলেও থাকতে পারে. Okay, now they actually differ from the metazoans in having all the individuals alike except when engaged in reproductive activities. Now we are going to know about the general characteristics of the protozoa. First character is small microscopic organism. That means they are small in structure, only they are able to be seen under the microscope. You cannot see them in naked eye. Next, their body is unicellular. That means they contain one single cell, and within this single cell the body performs all the essential and vital activities which characterize the animal body. Hence, only subcellular physiological division of labor. Now I am going to tell about the next one, that is they contain one or more nuclei. Okay, now they may be monomorphic or they may be dimorphic. Now what is the meaning of monomorphic and what is the meaning of dimorphic? Monomorphic nucleus means the nucleus of a single type. Okay, dimorphic nucleus means the nucleus that have two different size or two different type. Now, nuclear dimorphism is a term referred to the special characteristic of having two different kinds of nuclei in a cell. So within the dimorphic nucleus, one may be large, one may be small, like this. Our next character is the body is naked or bound with pellicle. Now, sometimes provided with elaborate shell or exoskeleton. Next, they may be solitary. That means they may be present in single or may be present in colonies. Okay. Now, their locomotory organelles are pseudopodia or flagella or cilia, or it may be absent. That means that locomotory organ may be absent. Here I am going to add this. The pseudopodia is looking like a finger, where the flagella is whip-like and where the cilia is hair-like structure. Their nutrition may be holozoic, which is animal-like, may be holophytic, that is plant-like, may be saprozoic or parasitic, with or without definite oral or anal aperture. And the digestion occurs within the cell, and that means with the help of food vacuole. Now, their respiration takes place through the body surface of them or through maybe the vacuole, which is actually help them to serve the osmoregulation. Now, their cytoplasm is supported by the cytoskeleton formed by the network of protein filaments. Within their body, the protein filaments are present which form the network-like structure, which actually gives them the proper structure of their body. Now, reproduction. Reproduction may be asexual by the binary fission or multiple fission or by the budding. And sexual reproduction can take place by the conjugation or by the fusion of gametes. That means the reproduction may be take place by two modes, through the sexual mode and through the asexual modes. In sexual mode, they can have the reproduction by the conjugation and the fusion of gametes, and in asexual reproduction, they can go through the binary fission, multiple fission, and maybe by the budding. Okay, now our next point is life history often is complicated with the alteration of asexual and sexual phase, which I am going to tell you later. Apart from this, there are more characteristics like their body symmetry may not be present. They may be bilateral, may be radial, or may be spherical. Free-living protozoa mostly are aquatic and they mostly present in fresh or maybe in sea water or damp places. Okay. Commensal protozoa live over or inside the bodies of animals and plants. Sufficient moisture is essential for the environment. Now, the single cell individual not differentiated into the somatoplasm and germplasm, therefore exempt from the natural death, which is the price paid for the body.